County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, March the 12th. Clerk, please call the roll.
Calling the roll, Ms. Brown. Here. Ms. Stevens. Ms. Stevens is absent. Ms. Simon. Here. Ms. Baker.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Toomer.
Here.
Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Schrein.
Here.
Ms. Conwell.
Present.
Mr. Jones.
Here.
Council President Brady.
Here.
There is a quorum.
Thank you. You could have a motion to excuse Councilwoman Stevens, who's out of town for a conference.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The Councilwoman is excused. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under silent meditation, I'd like to take a moment to remember a person you couldn't possibly forget, Sam Miller, who was a force of nature in the business and civic life of this community for many decades. Thank you. Public comment.
Yes, Council President Brady. First is Mr. Ron Jackson.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm here representing the city of Maple Heights. We applied for a grant that you have tentatively approved us for. It was for $50,000. And we're going to use this money to repair our outdoor swimming pool for this season. Problem being, swimming season is approaching us quickly. And we have some long lead items that we need to order in order for us to repair the pool and get it open. We have $100,000 from the state that's going to be used for recreation to run the pool, not only for this year, but for next. And the company has already came out and looked at the pool and told us everything that we need to fix. So I'm requesting that our 2019-0061, item 10 on the list, I know there's more things on the list than just ours, if it could be possibly moved to third reading or passed on emergency, respectfully requesting that you could do that. So that would be just one more final thing in line for us to get this pool project working. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I discussed this with your district councilman, and we're going to try to help take care of you here.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And the next speaker is Ms. Liu.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And I'm glad finally, after 1 month of the situation, my voice, at least right now, I can talk without coughing. This actually is an extension about safety and the welfare of the people who are actually in need, who are actually having no voice. Mr. Budish, whoever suggested to you that putting a shower curtain on the county jails, this person's brain should be checked. Last night we had this particular incident. Homeless shelters, mostly, yes, you can imagine. It's definitely not like a 5-star hotels, completely not. We only right now have shower curtains, sometimes none for the shower stalls too. However, we have this elderly person. She has not been able to take a shower because she already failed before. And you have all received a photo to show you how horrible that renovation actually created. So when you have only the curtain without a door, if you already lose balance and you are falling to that direction, you cannot control yourself right now, then that means you will be completely out of this shower stall and knock your head on the floor. She already injured herself before because of taking showers. That's why right now she's very afraid of it. Last night, she was forced to take a shower. However, we did have a very good staff member helping her. However, by looking at the photo, you can also understand it will be so narrow unless you take the handicapped shower stall. Same thing, that shower stall can be having biohazard because other people couldn't use the very narrowed shower stalls. So this actually is a safety issue, public health issue. Do we have any resolution for that? Probably not. However, same thing. This is our mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. This could be our sisters right now having some injury, put her into an awkward situation using the bathroom. Same thing. I have no luck with, doesn't matter shower stall or the toilet stall. And this it's the same thing just like you have in county jail and some other similar facilities. So for the undesirable people, if we cannot even use a bathroom in a safe or decent way, maybe we should just give up our existence. But that's not good for the county. County wants everybody happy, developed, growing in this county, so we can actually claim Cuyahoga County, we really have something to be proud of. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else?
No, Council President.
Okay. All right, I'd like to have a motion to approve the minutes for February the 26th Committee of the Whole and regular meeting.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. Minutes have been approved. Is there a message from the county executive?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. The Harvest for Hunger campaign kicked off last week. This is the major fundraiser, community fundraiser for the food bank. Food insecurity is a significant problem throughout the county. No, not one of your districts is exempt from the issue. 1 in 5 children in the county are food insecure. Last year, the county employees raised, I believe, over $60,000 for the campaign, and that was a really, really significant amount, good accomplishment, and I'm hoping we'll do even more this year through fun events like the Family Feud, which I understand is kicking off again. So I want to thank you in advance for your support of this very important community fundraiser. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Legislation introduced by council, consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and referral to committee. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Resolution number 2019-0065, approving the reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Soldiers and Sailors Monument Commission Board of Trustees.
And this will go to Human Resources and Appointments. Committee report and consideration of resolutions for council for second reading.
Resolution number 2019-0051, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
And this item will move to the March 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0052, adopting various changes to Cuyahoga County non-bargaining salary schedules A and B.
And this item will also move to the March 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Consideration of a resolution of council for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0038, reappointing Deborah Southerington to serve on the Cuyahoga County Personnel Review Commission for the term 3/8/2019 through 3/7/2025.
Move to adopt. Council President, Ms. Southerington has served on the Personnel Review Commission for quite some time and has submitted a letter on her behalf requesting to continue to serve. This is a county council appointment, so I respectfully request that we move this item forward.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance of council for second reading adoption.
Ordinance number 2019-0003, amending Chapter 501 of the County Code to change the contracts and purchasing procedures.
And this item will also
Mr.
move to the
President.
March. Councilman Miller, do you have a statement to make?
I just want to bring to everybody's attention that I worked with the sponsor and prepared a draft amendment, which is on your desk, and I'm not going to move it today so that everybody can take a look at it, and if you have any further comment, you can discuss it further, but my intention would be to bring this or something like it for amendment on third reading in 2 weeks. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilman. And this will move to the March 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption as well. Consideration of an ordinance for council for third reading adoption.
Ordinance number 2019-0002, amending Section 208.01 of the County Code to provide for the periodic appointment of the Cuyahoga County Citizens Advisory Council on Equity.
Move to adopt. Mr. President, my colleagues, this ordinance reconstitutes the Citizens Advisory Commission on Equity, which was established as part of the equity plan but thus far not implemented. Because of the advisory resources created as part of the Disparity Plan implementation and the Human Rights Commission, Council and administration leaders agreed that the Citizens Commission on Equity does not need to be a permanent commission, but that it would be useful to have citizens take a fresh look at our equity efforts from time to time. Therefore, this ordinance provides that rather than being permanent, the Citizens Commission on Equity will meet once every 5 years for 1 year to do a citizens review of our equity efforts and make recommendations, with the first commission starting in October of this year. The Commission may also be used as needed to address specific issues at the discretion of the Human Rights Commission or the Equity Commission. I appreciate the collaboration of Councilwoman Conwell, former Chief of Staff Earl Lycan, and Mike King in preparing this legislation and recommend approval. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Legislation introduced by the executive, consideration of a resolution for first reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Got to have a motion to suspend the rules.
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. All right.
Resolution number 2019-0066, accepting or rejecting the report containing findings and recommendations of fact finder Michael King regarding negotiations between Cuyahoga County and Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association for a collective bargaining agreement covering approximately 4 employees in the classification of Deputy Sheriff Lieutenant at the Sheriff's Department.
Motion to adopt. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. We have I want to move to accept the proposed amendment, and all this does is make it clear that we are accepting the findings rather than rejecting them. It just changes the language throughout the resolution. Can I have a second on that motion for the proposed amendment? It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the proposed amendment? All those in favor of accepting the proposed amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. All those in favor of adopting the resolution on its merits as amended, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Resolution is adopted as amended. Consideration of resolutions for first reading referral to committee.
Resolution number 2019-0067, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1800293 with DeJoya Suburban Excavating for reconstruction and widening of Royalton Road from West 130th Street to York Road in the city of North Royalton.
Refer this to Public Works.
Resolution number 2019-0068, making an award on requisition number 44248 to Nerone & Sons in the amount not to exceed $676,870 for the Wallings Road Pump Station Improvement Project in the city of Brecksville.
Refer this to Public Works as well.
Resolution number 2019-0069, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing of various roads, boulevards, and avenues located in various municipalities in connection with the 2019 50/50 resurfacing program.
And we'll refer this to Public Works.
Resolution number 2019-0070, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires resurfacing of various roads, avenues, streets, and the boulevard located in various municipalities in connection with the 2020 50/50 resurfacing program.
This will also go to Public Works.
Resolution number 2019-0071, authorizing an agreement with State of Ohio Office of the Auditor in the amount not to exceed $533,000 for an annual audit for calendar year 2018.
This will be referred to Finance.
Resolution number 2019-0072, amending the 2018-2019 biennial operating budget for 2019 by providing for establishment of a new chart of accounts as a result of implementing the Enterprise Resource Planning System.
And this will also go to Finance.
Resolution number 2019-0073, authorizing Title 4D cooperative agreements with various providers in a total amount not to exceed $107,270.84 for child support services.
And this will be referred to Health and Human Services.
Resolution number 2019-0074, authorizing Title 4D cooperative agreements with various providers in the total amount not to exceed $11,337,752.39 for child support services.
Which will also go to Health and Human Services.
And resolution number 2019-0075, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities in the amount not to exceed $823,375 for reimbursement of staffing services for the DD Medicaid Waiver Program.
Also Health and Human Services. Committee report and consideration of resolutions for second reading.
Resolution number 2019-0045, authorizing the Director of Public Works to execute and submit a loan application in the amount of $752,625 to Ohio Water Development Authority to finance a portion of the Bradford Road Relief Sewer and Pump Station Elimination Project in the city of Brecksville.
And this item will be moved to the March 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0048, authorizing an amendment to a revenue-generating agreement with United Cerebral Palsy Association of Greater Cleveland for lease of office space at the Green Road Services Center.
And this item will also move to the March 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0061, making awards to various municipalities and nonprofit organizations in the total amount of $1 million for various projects or programs in connection with the 2019 Community Development Supplemental Grant Program for the period 3/1/2019 through 2/28/2020.
After hearing from Maple Heights Council President Ron Jackson, his public comments, and hearing the urgency of the need, I would like to make a motion that we suspend Rule 9D.
Madam Clerk, do we need to make a motion to suspend the rules first? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay. I'll second.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
With that,
all those opposed, the ayes have it. Motion.
and I'd like to move to adopt.
You'd like to move to adopt on third reading? Is that
And yes, for third reading suspension, that we do it on second reading suspension today. It is currently for second reading. We are requesting that it be for second reading suspension today, and that we vote for passage for today.
Okay. Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Legislation is adopted.
Add my name, please.
Please add the councilwoman's name.
A resolution number.
Mr. President, I'd also like to add my name, please. Thank you.
Councilman's name. Councilman Miller.
I was just looking to see if anyone else wanted their name.
I see. Okay, are we done? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Resolution number 2019-0063, authorizing an amendment to various contracts with various providers for community-based services to support at-risk children and families in Cuyahoga County to extend the time period to 3/31/2020 and for additional funds.
And this item will also move to the March 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2019-0056, confirming the county executive's appointment of Karen Gabriel Moss to serve on the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority Board of Trustees for an unexpired term ending 2/28/2022.
Move to adopt. Council President, with perfect timing, Ms. Moss has actually arrived here, but she came for the committee and withstood a tremendous amount of questions and shared her breadth of experience as she has served on the Cleveland RTA Board of Trustees. And I certainly appreciate her willingness to continue to serve and respectfully request that we move to adopt.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0057, making an award on requisition number 44223 to Katz Construction in the amount not to exceed $3,068,000.05 for resurfacing of Warrensville Center Road from Broadway Avenue to the Maple Heights North Corporation line in the cities of Bedford and Maple Heights.
Motion to adopt. Mr. President, on March 6, 2019, Nicole English from the Public Works Department came before the Public Works Committee and discussed this resolution. This will be a resurfacing of Warrensville Road. It's going to be federally funded 73% of the project. Issue 1 will be 13%, and the county will cover 14%. It actually came in 0.2% under the engineer estimate and went to the lowest bidder. And we're requesting that council moves this along on second reading suspension so work can begin on this project. Would appreciate your support on this.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
And I'd also like to add my name. Thank you.
Councilwoman's name.
Resolution number 2019-0058, making an award on requisition number 44237 to Shermer Construction in the amount not to exceed $874,400 for replacement of Adele Lane Culvert and Westwood Lane Culvert in Olmsted Township.
Motion to adopt. Second. And Mr. President, under this resolution here, this is a culvert replacement in Olmsted Township. Work will commence April 1st, 2019 and complete November 15th, 2019. Again, this is one of the township projects that the county maintains responsibility for, and I would ask that we move this along under second reading suspension as well so this important work can get done.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0059, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1500299 with Halley Industrial Park for lease of space located at 1890 East 40th Street, Cleveland, for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $450,000, effective on 10/1/2017.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
And Mr. President, this resolution deals with the county archives building. This allows them to encumber the funds for the fiscal arrangement as part of the lease. It's made up of 2 5-year lease renewals, and they're looking to move this along under second reading suspension so that they can move forward on this as well. Ask for your support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0060, authorizing the vacation of a certain portion of Warrensville Center Road located in the city of Shaker Heights in connection with intersection improvements.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
And Council President, under this resolution, this is a vacation of a certain portion of property on Warrensville Road. It'll have no impact on the use of the roadway. This was at the request of Shaker Heights to vacate the property. And we had Mr. Marquardt and Neil Junkie come before the Department of Public Works before the Public Works Committee to discuss this resolution, and they'd like to move forward with this as well. So I'm requesting second reading suspension and your support on this.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Does anybody want on this legislation? Yes, Councilwoman Brown wants on the legislation? Thank you. Okay.
Resolution number 2019-0062, authorizing the execution and delivery of a first supplemental bond purchase agreement for $11,955,000, County of Cuyahoga, Ohio, Economic Development Revenue Refunding Bonds, Series 2014, the Cleveland Hearing and Speech Center Project.
Move to adopt.
Moved and seconded.
Mr. President, this is a bond where they're using the offices of the county, but none of our credit is being utilized for this. It's really just a pass-through in which the folks at the speech and hearing will get the benefits of lower interest rates, and so that they're using our county, but not our credit to enhance their ability to get this.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0064, authorizing a contract with the Salvation Army in the amount not to exceed $538,461 for the PASS Rapid Rehousing Program for single adults in connection with the fiscal year 2017 HUD Continuum of Care Homeless Assistance Grant Programs for the period 10/1/2018 through 9/30/2019.
This program, Council President, is 100% funded by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. This service is a necessity in this county, and I ask my colleagues to please adopt.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. Resolution is adopted. Consideration of an ordinance for first reading and referral to committee.
Ordinance number 2019-0004, enacting Chapter 721 of the County Code, authorizing bicycle and scooter share licensing.
Adopt.
Going
to committee.
We'll be referring this to the Environment and Sustainability
Sorry, I'm anxious.
Committee.
Bag legislation.
The chairwoman seems to be supportive of the legislation.
Sorry, I caught myself.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, you did.
Miscellaneous.
So we withdraw our first and second, Madam Clerk.
Miscellaneous committee reports.
The Council Operations, Intergovernmental Relations, and Public Transportation Committee will be meeting Tuesday, 3/19 at 3 o'clock. The Inspector General will be giving his semi-annual report, and we'll be reviewing Ordinance 2018-0012.
Mr. President, my colleagues, Finance and Budgeting will meet at its regular time this Monday, March 18th at 1 p.m. for the next ERP report from the administration, and also to consider the two pieces of legislation that were referred to tonight's meeting. We will also hear from our ERP consultant, Zig Burzens, in Committee of the Whole on Thursday, March 21st at 10 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. President, the Public Works Committee will meet at its regularly scheduled time on Wednesday, March the 20th, and we'll go over the legislation put before the committee, as well as the amendment put forth by recommendation by Mr. Miller.
Health and Human Services at 3:20 on March 20th at 1 o'clock.
Human Resources Appointment and Equity Committee will meet at its regularly scheduled time of 10 o'clock on 3/19.
Education, Environment, Sustainability, regularly scheduled meeting Wednesday, the 20th of March at 3 p.m. to hear the legislation that was mentioned this evening.
Thank you. Any miscellaneous business?
President.
Councilman.
I'd be remiss, being a good St. Ed's guy, if I didn't recognize the St. Ignatius hockey team for winning their fourth straight hockey title, state of Ohio. And, oh yes, another year, another title for the Mighty Eagles of the Wrestling St. Ed's, the 34th state title. Congratulations to all the boys and girls out there that root for the Eagles and the Wildcats.
Any other miscellaneous business? Hearing none, we are adjourned.
We have HR as well.